Okay, so this is the deck I decided to run with for this round of the Brawliseum. So I'm going like a hand pump kind of version of an aggressive Paladin deck. Trying to use the Violet Treasure Guild to power the Resistance Aura and or Hand of a Doll. Bronze Explorer gives more minions. And then, yeah, Hourglass Attendant and Grimestreet are pretty much the only hand pump. This guy pumps as well, but just for something we draw. I like this guy a lot. I think it's pretty powerful in a build like this. Just in general, it's pretty strong, but I would have liked to make some room for like an Acolyte of Pain, but I can't justify it. It seems like the deck is a little tight, and I do want to see if this guy is any good. I have a feeling he's decent, but I just don't know if he does enough considering you can't attack heroes with the minion you pump. And I was also tempted to try and find space for this. I think a one of this might be okay. I've played it in one or two of the brawls so far. But I don't think I can justify cutting something for it. Yeah, everything seems a little tight. Yeah, let's just give it a try. This seems alright. I wish you could use your dust to be able to buy some of the new cards since you need them for the Brawliseum, but I get what they're doing. They want you to play more, spend your gold. So let's see where this goes. Last round I went 2 and 3. I think best I've done was 2 or 3 wins. I can't remember if I got 3 the time before or not. But yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, definitely check out the Twitch. I did pretty much the whole kind of deckless experimentation part on Twitch. Didn't want to bore you guys on YouTube with my hems and haws about card choices. Try to give you guys a little bit more action on YouTube. So yeah, definitely check out each channel. Same handle on both. Marshall Man HS. Marshall 2 L's, Man 2 N's, HS like Hearthstone. This is a pretty good start. I like this. Could go turn 1 Grimestreet, but is that very good? I don't know. I'm going to do this. Yeah, Grimestreet with 2 minions in hand is not ideal, but 2 mana for 4 power, essentially. If I draw a minion, that would be even better, so let's see. Rock Skipper is an interesting pick. Okay. So that into this guy this turn seems okay. Just going pretty aggressive. Next turn, this guy, hopefully getting something good. Whew, all the cards I've drawn are golden so far. Hold up, baller alert. Alright, what do we got, Mr. Warlock? You gonna throw a rock at something? Throwing a rock is like the most not Warlock thing to do. Just imagine. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, they're just a Warlock with 2 rocks and throw your rocks, Mr. Warlock. I don't think that's a winning battle for you. We're gonna go here. That's a fantastic draw. That's exactly what I'd like to see at this point. I play it next turn, pump both guys. It's a must-answer guy. Plus, it's already pumped from the, what do you call him, Portal Vanguard. Where to go from here? Definitely want to see the, what is it, PMM. I want to see how good that guy actually is if I can cast him. You know, putting that on like a Divine Shield minion or, you know, even something with lifelink could be pretty brutal. What do we got, bruh? You gonna throw your other rock? Indeed. Warlock's throwing rocks. Okay. Yeah, hard not to do this. Yeah, I love that this guy has Divine Shield also. That seems pretty powerful. Yeah, Divine Shield on that is a big, big help, because at the very least they need to have 2 things to do to it. Ooh, they're reading it. Yes! I love when someone stops and just reading a card. Not that it's bad to read cards, but I find it pretty funny when people just have that moment of like, what the hell is that? They got to read it twice and be like, okay, but how does it affect the board? How much do I care? One of the fascinating things about gaming like this is that you know, real-time threat analysis is a very real thing. Well, we know what that gets. Wow. Okay then. That could be bad. So if they get Ultra Gigasaur, give it lifelink. I need to answer with something, and an Acronos I don't have for 2 more turns. That's pretty unfortunate. The other direction I was considering for this deck was a little bit more like Equality, Consecration, like a little bit more mid-range so that we have answers to larger threats like that, and some bigger minions on our high end, but... I guess this could get me the guy with Poisonous. Perfect! Alright. Let's do that. So I have Divine Shield against hopefully the first attack from an Ultra Gigasaur. Get your guy. I get... Ooh, not an Ultra Gigasaur. That's... End of your turn, 5 damage to a random enemy minion. And it's got lifesteal. Oof! Alright. Well timed to silence. Cool. We've already gotten some decent value off of him, so I'm not too concerned. But now I have a 6/12 to deal with. Shoot. Let's see if they can deal with that, I guess. Yeah, this is also why I was thinking about going a little bit more aggressive. Kind of thought about going with more 1-drops, more low-cost minions, so that the hand pump effects would have a greater impact in that I could play, you know, more guys immediately. Still very interested in that 3-mana guy that draws a minion and makes it cost 1 less. Because if you're, you know, you draw one cost minion, you can just throw it right out there, and then, you know, you've got like Crusader Aura and things to pump. But it seemed underwhelming in terms of power level.
Won't be long now.
I'm not sure if there's a way... They probably just drew their egg with that. Yep. I'm not sure if there's a way to make Paladin as aggressive as I'd like it to be. Wow, they're just going to let that guy go? Ooh, okay. Still get to attack it, thankfully. Anachronos seems like a big waste here. It's not awful, but not very good. Crusader Aura doesn't do enough. Yeah, I'm thinking Anachronos might be the way to go. I don't like it, though. Yeah, we'll see where that gets me. This is not going how I had planned. This does also make, hopefully, at least one card in their hand dead that they would be using on, Huh. Can do this into this and attack. Seems okay.
Let me think.
Can do this into... Yeah, putting this on this guy seems okay, considering the Divine Shield, but I can't ensure that it would survive is the problem also. Yeah, this is a pretty unfortunate spot to be in. I think this is the way I gotta go, though. Do this into this. Attack that guy. Not going super whale. I think this next turn is when they get all their minions back, which isn't a big deal, but it will be something to consider. Yeah, I'm trying to retain my hope here. This first game is just immediately telling me, yeah, this deck is probably not worth playing. But this is, you know, this is why I'm experimenting. I would like to see how good, or in this case, bad, some cards are. I still think this guy has a ton of potential. Oof. Can we not do that into Ultra Gigasaur? That would be pretty unfortunate.
Shields up.
Oof. Fine. I don't think I can answer an Ultra Gigasaur now. I mean, assuming that's what this is going to get, I can't imagine there's anything better. For all I know, it's in their hand, which would be just glorious. Yeah, I guess let's just live dangerously and see what they get. If it's an Ultra Gigasaur, it's probably just done. 28 is crazy power. Can make that an 8/8.
Quickly.
Doesn't really do a ton. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I think I'm very dead.
The timeline's clean. Reporting for duty. Like clockwork.
Thought about Consecration again, but does that really matter that much? Really, don't you just hit everything in my face? I don't think you care that much, do you? Yeah, in their position, I would probably just go bash face with everything. But for all I know, they're just going to play a little bit more long game and use the Ultra Gigasaur to control the board and their life total. Because, I mean, they're gaining 14 health this turn. So what do they care about the minions I have on the board unless they're freaking huge, you know? think board state management. And you've got a Hellfire? Why do you even care what was on my board? This is fascinating.
Shields up.
Alright, so next Brawliseum, I think I'm playing something a little bit more either mid-range to control. Yay. Yeah, we just did. Alright, well, that's the way that goes. Alright, 0-1. Warlock seems like it's going to be a big powerhouse in Standard coming up, just based off the games I've played here. Yeah, I'm getting the Ultra Gigasaur and the other guy, plus the temporary effects. There's the portal from the quest that they can do with temporary cards. Like, what would be better than that? I mean, Warrior, we could be transitioning into a more control-heavy type of metagame in Standard with the new set. Because Warrior seems good. And how do you answer, you know, ridiculous minions like that without things like Brawl or, you know, targeted removal? That's the other thing. Warlock has like the 2-mana spell that's tradable and temporary that just destroys a minion. Let's throw that back and see where we go with this. Okay. So we go 2, 3, 4, probably. Nice, great draw. Yeah, it's very possible too that playing the Murloc that plays a 2-mana spell was a little bit greedy in this. I wanted to use it to try to see how good it was with the... Is it the Righteous Aura? I forget which one the 2-mana aura is called. But that takes up basically 4 spell slots plus that card, so that's 6 slots in a deck that wants to be minion heavy, so it's possible that wasn't the right call. What do we get? I think I'm going to keep that. Yeah, just pump the hell out of these guys. It's also possible that I don't play this guy. Like, maybe the right build for this is a Quality Consecration, no 2-mana Murloc, no Manifested Timeways, and then that opens up a couple more slots for minions. That could be okay, but kind of hard to tell without testing, so we'll see how far I can get here, and I will take this data and do what I can with it. Yeah, hard not to do that.
Like clockwork.
Yeah, I miss the days of Grimestreet being a powerhouse. I used to play a deck way back when, quite a few years ago, that was like, it was Grimestreet, there was, I don't remember, I think there was a 4-mana 4/3 that pumped a guy in your hand by 2 at the end of the turn. That was pretty decent. And then it was like Acolyte of Pain and other value minions. And that deck was a lot of fun. It was pretty decent. Not like top tier, but pretty close to maybe tier 2. Yeah, nothing has ever compared to Dual Paladin. Archmage. Oh, yeah, that was a deck. You could go turn 3, Call to Adventure, get your Archmage from your deck. The Archmage casts a spell that you cast that turn at the end of your turn. So you go turn 5, assuming it lives, duel, get a minion from your deck and your opponent's deck to fight. End of the turn, Archmage casts duel again, so you have like 20 plus power on board on turn 5. It was favorite deck I think I've ever played in Standard. Very likely to go this into this. Because then I have this up for next turn, should they do anything crazy. Yeah, 2-mana 5/5. Seems good. 3-mana 5/5. Also seems good. Righteous Protector, that's a 3/3. Gonna be a 4/4. I think I can do better. As much as 1-mana 4/4s are good, I don't think that's the play here.
Step forth into the Timeways.
Alright. Well, let's get rid of this guy, hit them.
Like clockwork.
So this guy's likely going to cast Hand of a Doll
This is not what we stood for.
instead of the other resistance aura, but we'll see. This doesn't seem bad, though. I can clear the way and attack with more minions if I do that.
Ah, too bad. What?
Who dares disturb
I'm very surprised they haven't answered this Hourglass Attendant. This is part of why I've been wanting to play it, because people either underestimate it or they don't have enough removal to hit it in addition to the other threats coming out. So this is more in line with the way that this deck should be playing, and they're reading it right now. Amazing. Yeah, turn 6, they're at 12. This is more in line with how I would expect this deck to play. Wow, very nice. You're still dead, though. You need something else.
Well
Sorry, buddy.
Well played.
Yeah.
Don't tamper with time. Sands of time.
Cool. 1-1. Yeah, I know this deck has potential. There's definitely powerful things that can occur, but you have to be more powerful than what our opponent is doing, which can be tough sometimes. Warlock at this point is probably an auto lose, which, you know, says a lot about the deck. I think there's some tools that are missing from it for sure. Like the 8-mana guy that casts all the auras in your deck is probably a must play in this, if I had it. And that's one of the issues with Brawliseum. I still think you should be able to use your gold to buy packs before the set comes out, so that you can use it for stuff like this.
Uther versus gold.
What brings you before the Lord of the Hunt?
I will fight with honor.
Tempted to keep Consecration against Hunter, but I want to fill my hand with as many minions as possible. Yeah, it's, yeah, that's the other thing. You know what? I think this deck is better off just aggressively minion heavy. Yeah, so almost no auras, no Manifestor Timeways. That's a good draw.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
Seems pretty good. Oh, Divine Shield +3 attack. And makes two minions. 2 little plants. That's not good. I'm gonna be taking 6 next turn. Or maybe not. Okay.
The light dims, but we
I think I Resistance Aura here. I assume they have a lot more minions, but if that holds them off a little bit, that might be good. Nah, this guy's better.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty slow draw, pretty unfortunate. In this deck, 6 and 7 are pretty high cost, so... Yeah, I think if I do this version of the deck again, I'm going aggressively minion heavy, like probably just a Quality Consecration would be the only spells. Yeah, that's likely what it would be. I guess Crusader Aura. Crusader Aura is a must play in an aggressive deck like this, but Probably cutting the resistance aura and the... I forget what it's called. The 5-mana one that makes 3 5s. Definitely would play Acolyte of Pain. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can switch this deck up. Because draws like this kind of hinder the power level a lot. That's helpful. Seems necessary. I've been wondering about this guy. It seems pretty good. Yep. Wind Fury is exactly what I figured would make it good. I guess when it reborns, it's not going to have the keyword anymore, which is good. Yeah, let's do this first. So this guy's a 5/5. Thought about doing it after that guy so that I could pump the guy that I get, but yeah, there we go. Holding a dragon, so this could be pretty relevant, I think. It's still a turn away, but no Mammalia could hold them off if they continue to do some pretty aggressive plays. I think that's the right call. Likely going to take like 8 or 9 damage this turn. Well then, taking a lot more than 8 damage. Going to be 12 or 13. Looks like 12 probably. Yeah, they don't care about that lifesteal minion. They're going for dome. So I think that's going to have to come out here. I could always pump this guy with this. And I've got it available still. I don't hate that. And I gain some life. Seems decent. Oof, and another one. Good stuff. Let's see what I get off of this. Gotta get all the information before making decisions. Rush is gonna be useful. Good. So, it's a 7/6, not a 7/7. Alright. Sometimes you gotta misplay. Wow. Okay then. Kept the Wind Fury and his full health. Not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. Shoot. Nowhere did I see under any text that it was going to come back full health. Shoot. Summon 2 random 3-cost beasts. They attack random enemies. That's unfortunate. That would be 6 attack, 3 to all minions. I think Anachronos is probably correct here. Let's get a little bit more health, maybe. And that is a dragon, so I still have Chilma available without Anachronos.
Run to run. Remember, I can open doors.
Yeah, let's gain a little bit of health and then Anachronos. Not ideal, but I am alive. Sometimes staying alive is half the battle. That seems very good. Are you kidding me? 2 mana 1/1, destroy a random enemy minion as a death rattle. That's really good. Okay. Very nice. Okay, Nomelia is going to come in handy, I think. Chilma could also be the play, but not sure I want to leave it up to chance. They could just Yeah, if they attack with that, I mean, So if they kill it, it's going to kill most of their minions anyway.
Let me think.
Nomelia's only going to deal... It's going to deal 6 to adjacent, so I can go here, kill these two guys, and then that guy is left.
I wonder.
Not the greatest. Probably better than Chilmaw here. Yeah, they've got their guys coming next turn, though.
Quickly.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll have Nomelia available for the following turn. Of course. Alright, well done. This will probably be the second loss. Now they get all their guys back. That's at least a little helpful. But that's gonna make 2 guys. Wow! Oh yeah, best possible. Yeah, but I'm still dead. I do this, gain 3, go to 6. That's gonna gain an attack, divine shield. Yeah, we're dead.
The victory.
All right, 1 and 2. Jeez. This is why you experiment. Alright, let's see if I can at least get to 2 wins. Obviously, when you get 2 losses, you're in a worse pool of players, because they are the losers like me. But, there is potential to at least have 2 wins here. Hopefully more.
Uther versus
Ooh, okay.
A new song begins.
I will fight with honor.
Do I do that, maybe? Tempted to keep the hand, or maybe a Crusader aura. Yeah, I'm going to keep that and just stay on the offense. At least gives me some early things to do. Those are okay. I'd really like to see Grimestreet or Hourglass. Let's go for it. And if they want to trade, that's totally cool. If they want to hit me in the face, that's totally cool too. Yeah, let's do this. What do we draw? Okay. Yeah, the acorns seem pretty good. A vibrant squirrel. Hell of a card. Okay. So I guess they weren't able to cast that last turn because of the aura, which is great. So the aura does have some effect in slowing them down, but...
Nice and warm.
Oh yeah, totally, okay. Oops. Very glad they didn't get an attack in with that. Okay. Pretty sure I just aura here. I could use this guy, I guess. I think aura's better. Yeah, they're down to 2 cards, which is a great sign. We're gonna get these guys, which is unfortunate. And that. Seems like their deck probably has a tough time continuing the assault. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty good draw spell. Draw 2 cards. That's a very good card. Thankfully, I've got Nomelia coming back. Alright, that's a little annoying, but sure. Wow! Hard to argue with that.
Who dares disturb the
If I pump that guy, he still dies. So I think I do this and trade. Seems like the momentum is reversing a little bit. But Druid does have a reputation to be able to throw guys out and pump them pretty well. That's a pretty good card.
Tucked in nice and warm.
Wonder.
Crusader Aura doesn't seem like the worst here. It's not great though. Nomelia could hit this guy, kill these 2. Let's do this. Yeah, I think Nomelia might be the play actually. They've only got 1 card in hand, so if I can... Pretty much at this point it's just about demoralization. Make them feel like there is no hope to win the game. And that, we'll get another 3-5 at the end of the turn. Interesting, I did not expect Blob of Tar from them. I guess it makes 2 guys.
Wonder.
This is gonna make 4 2/1s, but they've got nothing in hand, so very unlikely there's gonna be a pump coming. For that, let's do this first and see what I get before casting anything else. Interesting. That could be good. I think that could help close out the game. So if I do Crusader Aura, I'm going to lose 1 guy, 2 guys. Let's just do this here, that, and that. And then I've got this and this. There we go. Now they've got nothing to do next turn, hopefully. next turn I've got both auras available, which is possibly the play. I would like to get this guy out there just so that the minion can attack the following turn with 8 power. Yeah, likely this is going to go on this, assuming it keeps the Divine Shield. I have a little feeling that our opponent just left. Hello? Are you there? Dang! Yeah, as I said, demoralization in a case like that is pretty important. They've got to feel like there's no hope to win the game, and it seemed like there probably wasn't any. Okay, so now sitting at 2-2. Nothing wrong with 2 losses. It does make the pool of players a little bit easier. Going 6-0 would be obviously great, but that's the top tier of players and going to be a much more difficult round. But then again, they might have... It depends on how they pair players. If you're pairing based on losses or wins, or actually pairing based off of both, could go either way. Warlock, I am not happy to see. Oh, man. Give me a minion. Okay, good minion to draw.
I am Mal'Ganis. I am eternal.
I would like to see Resistance Aura or the 2-mana Murloc that could get it. That'd be a great draw here. I go turn 1 Grimestreet, turn 2 that. I don't know if turn 1 Grimestreet is that good. Yeah, Warlock is going to put a lot of pressure. Assuming they're playing like the combo, the egg, and the Animancer, then I do need to put pressure as early as possible. So, worst case, I just use my hero power next turn, but that's okay. Or that's the best possible. I don't care about that guy, so let's just bash face. Okay, so it looks like different Warlock build than the ones I've played against before, which is a great sign. Sure, just play all of the things. Okay then. Consecration would be pretty helpful. That's going to give 3 attack to something else, so I think I just hit one of these guys and play a Bronze Explorer. Hello there. Another Anachronos could be good, but that's pretty far away, so I'm going to go Whelp. If I didn't have an Anachronos, I might have taken that one. I think Whelp is just fine here. I doubt they're going to have super huge minions, but it's a great insurance policy, plus Reborn. Cool. I want to play this guy, but he's, yeah, you know what? With Divine Shield, I think that's fine. Interesting. I think I'm going to throw this guy out there. Yeah, let's do that.
No, smudging.
Reporting for duty.
Like clockwork.
So I assume they're going to hit my Hourglass with their 7/7. They could deal 12, put me at 6. I think it depends on what kind of stuff they have in their hand. Okay, Consecration is probably the play. Resistance Aura and... No, they're just going Dome. Okay, fair enough. Go to 5. Oh. So yeah, Resistance Aura into Manifested Timeways seems like the best option here.
Who dares disturb the timeways?
There, and there. Alright, we're live. Barely. Nice. See what I get off of this first. That's very helpful. I gotta keep that. Unfortunately, I can't cast it this turn, so we just go here. And here. So next turn will likely be this on this guy, making him an 8/8, and this guy. Yeah, that seems like the way to go.
Defensive action engaged.
You know, having a taunt minion just in case could be really relevant though, so that might be actually better. Oh no, they're just dead. What am I talking about? Bye.
Don't tamper with time.
Alright, got him. Alright, 3 and 2 now. See if I can break my record and go for a 4th win. Yeah, this deck has lots of potential. It does powerful things, but I don't think it's designed completely perfectly. So yeah, like the aura, the violet guy. Chronological Aura seems good, but and the PMM is kind of proving to be not as good as I was hoping. I knew it had potential to be bad, but other things just seem better to cast in the situations I've been put in so far. It's a pretty big hindrance to not be able to attack your opponent directly with something with that effect.
You've fallen under my spell.
I will
Stuff, so let's throw away the chronological. Okay, this could be good. So turn 2, probably turn 3, buff it. Hopefully draw another minion. Custom minions are pretty decent. We'll do that. 4 mana, 3/5 Divine Shield with an effect is not bad. Yeah, I would like to play Resistance Aura, considering the amount of spells that I normally see. Ooh la la. It's another minion, but I'm gonna get the pump effect for it there. I don't think I need immediate aggressiveness like this. Oh wow. So one of the downsides of decks like this is that when you're playing these types of cards, you're incentivized to not cast things. Which gives your opponent a little bit of breathing room to do other things. So I still think I should do this, though. I'll just keep the aggressive flow going. Okay, good stuff. Man, Resistance Aura would have done a lot. Oof, okay. Yeah, Resistance Aura would have held them back quite a bit. Alright, whatever. They have one custom Zombeast so far. I think...
Keeping the timelines clean. Too bad.
One mana 2/2's good, one mana 3/3's better. Do I care that much? Yeah, we'll chill.
Like clockwork.
Alright. Can you kill it though? You can hero power, I guess, also? Ah, there you go. Very interesting.
Let me think.
I was seriously contemplating playing this. If it gets a Resistance Aura, probably playing the other one and the Righteous Protector. Or maybe the Aura plus the hero power, but... Man, they're just throwing everything at our guys. So, Rewind, discover a beast with a dark gift, Kindred, it costs one less. So it's just bigger. Same effect, just a bigger body. Which I'm not super worried about. Let's start with this.
Step forth into the Timeways.
I think there are better things I can get. Since I've used both the Hourglasses, I think that card is not the ideal thing to take there. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna hold that off for a minute. Let's do this. Nice. Got another one for you. Your spells cost 2 more, and I get a 3/5 at the end of the turn. Solid. And if you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. Same handle on both of them. It's an interesting minion. Seems pretty good. Charge, okay. Getting +3 attack. Interesting trade.
Cannot be contained.
This would kill their whole team. I get a random legendary minion that costs 1 less, but...
Reporting for duty.
So I'm gonna need to get something good off of this, ideally something big. Wow. Yeah, 6 mana to be able to play, or to deal up to 10 damage is pretty good. Alright, what do we get?
Explorer comes prepared.
Tempted to take Portal Vanguard, but I think this is probably better.
I wonder.
Yeah, you know what? I am going to take the Portal Vanguard.
Astonishing.
So we can do that first.
Into the Timeways.
I must move quickly.
Anachronos could be good, actually. It's a 10-10. Yeah, that'll give me an answer to more threats as well. Let's do this. This. And another one. Awesome. Not what I expected, but I guess they got hero power. Well done. Let's do this for... No. Yeah, do this after, but let's do this...
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
And it gives lethal on board, so they have to address something. And that should be helpful, actually. Yeah, a little bit of health, give me Divine Shield, plus a good minion. Yeesh. Okay. Back to back there is brutal. I think this into this is probably best. I could also Consecration. Yeah, let's do that.
Defensive action engaged.
This is a tight game, surprisingly. Of course. Sheesh. That's a good card. Alright, so now I think everybody gets their minions back.
You're a feisty one.
Ooh, okay. Dang. Would have had them here. Do they have more? Wow! Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. Alright, so 3 and 2, or 3 and 3 is the way it goes. That was pretty close. Could have gone either way. I I guess I could have made some of those decisions differently that could have affected the outcome, but I don't hate it. It's reasonable. Okay. Yeah, good enough. 3 and 3. Let's see what these packs got. Surprised they don't only give Timeways packs, but whatever. Yeah, nothing to care about there. Ooh, we got a legendary and ooh, this is a good pack. Okay. Decent card. All right, that's pretty cool. I've had a couple good packs. Opened 2 legendaries, and I've had 2 packs actually that were. Ooh, this is a good pack too. Yeah, that card seems very good. Ticking Time Bomb. But I've had 2 packs that were 2 golden minions, I think commons, and then it was like a rare and a legendary. So been running hot lately. Ooh, and a golden rare. Random 2-cost minion that is dormant for 2 turns. That's interesting. Probably not very good, but has potential. 3/3 demons. If your deck has no minions, they attack the lowest health enemy. Yeah, Demon Hunter without minions is fascinating. That has potential with the Grim card. There's the Wyvern Slumber. Infestation. Yeah, that's got some potential. Okay. Interesting. Well, thanks for watching, guys. That was another Brawl. I'm not sure if I'm going to post another one, but this will make the second Brawl video that I've got on YouTube once this gets live. So, appreciate you guys watching. Peace and love.